Good morning. It's with a heavy heart that I have decided to make this video. To the leadership of the Irish Trade Union, Siptu, of which I was a member for many years. Hear ye. I was on Facebook Thursday, the 19th of December this year, the centenary of the 1913 lockout. I decided to look up your Facebook page, and hey presto, there you were. I noticed a lot of comments, most in favour of the union, with some, shall we say, not so happy with the same. I decided to make a comment in the form of a poem. I published it, and a half hour later I turned the computer off, as I had to go on a few errands, but decided to print off the page, just in case. You see, I had an idea that you wouldn't like its content and perhaps delete it. I returned about an hour later, and indeed my suspicions were correct. You deleted it. So I decided that I would wait until the next day, the 20th, and repost the poem. But I waited until late that evening, when I knew you'd all be gone home. Next morning, the 21st, I checked the PC once more, and to my amazement, it was still there after 14 hours. You obviously had a good night's sleep. I took the precaution of printing the page again. Lo and behold, a short while later it was deleted. I can only assume that I hit the nail right on the head. The truth sometimes hurts. This year the union has been celebrating the centenary of the 1913 lockout, while at the same time conducting a lockout against me and my colleagues, the Tara Disabled Mine Workers and Pensioners Association, for over 20 years now. They have now even locked me out of Facebook, it seems. So I thought I'd have another go, but this time I'd read it on YouTube. So, to the leaders of Siptu, and to those Siptu members at a local level who locked me and my colleagues, the Tara Disabled Mine Workers and Pensioners Association, out. This video is specially for you. I am going to post the poem once more on Facebook, and if you have the courage of your convictions, and if you mean what you say when you speak about equality and discrimination in the workplace, prove it by leaving my poem on next time. Now, I'll read it straight from your own Facebook page, because I did have it published on it twice until you decided to delete it. But it's interesting. There's loads of comments on it, and there's one particular comment. It was made on the 2nd of December, and it was left there. And compare it with mine, and ask why his was left and mine was deleted. The 2nd of December, a man responded to an article titled Siptu to meet with Baxter Healthcare to discuss job losses. Underneath that article there are 7 comments from a Derek Judge and Siptu answers. Derek Judge says, any idea what Jack earns? Siptu replies, €117 per year. They add, he serves on no boards. Derek Judge replies, the same as a TD, so sick money, that is. And I bet he would tell you he deserves it. didn't mention the filthy pension, Siptu answered. His pension is of the same type as other Siptu employees. And then they have a correction. After recent reductions, Jack now earns 108,384 per annum. Derek Judge replies, "Poor Jack." Derek Judge then says, €2,000 per week. It's a tough life for O'Connor. After my comment was deleted, another comment was put up and it's still there. I will now read the poem that so offended Siptu. And it's on Siptu's own page. On seeing a caption in a local newspaper, "We are Siptu, welcome. We are Siptu, welcome." What do they mean by this? I was part of Siptu, but I'm not welcome. Why? I am no stranger to the unions, having been a member of the Woodworkers Union of Ireland, and also a member of the POEU. I was also a member of the ITGWU before they became Siptu. So why am I not welcome with Siptu? Am I an embarrassment to them? Do I remind them that they failed in their duty of care towards me and my colleagues, the Tara Disabled Mine Workers and Pensioners Association? What do they mean when they speak of equality and discrimination in the workplace? Christmas 2013, locked out, this time by the union. By Michael, the Sheriff, Sheils. And now you can excuse me while I knock off the camera. With my pension, I can't afford the remote control.